The Vikings won a shootout in their first matchup against the Packers. Can Green Bay avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden Football.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. They start the drive with Lynch, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
The numbers on the ground for Lynch a week ago: 12 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Burton. That's into the hands of the running back Roundtree. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. First down, the run with Lynch, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, it's Johnston, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Lance. Over the middle, catch made by Driver. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Lance. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Lynch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, Burton. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Dashing through the snow. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Lance now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 3. Lance looking to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lance looks to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Throwing now is Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he loses the football a second time. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there. You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump. I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped. Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped. The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games. Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Lynch busting free. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So we hit halftime. Hey, Charles, give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lance. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first down, Lynch. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And even 150 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Off the bootleg, Burton. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the bootleg, Burton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. On second down, Lynch shreds the tackle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
That is caught at the 7. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Burton. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Come on, baby.
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And Lance going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down now, it's Johnston.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive, 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Stay with you.
Working from the gun, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. All day, all day.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. A throw left side here, taken in by Driver. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the carry, it's Hood.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Johnston. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points